Let's see what you have to say. What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Oh! What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. Things just keep getting stranger. I need to find a way inside the tower.
Take that Deathbringer lens. I wonder what that's going to give me.
The snow's got a bite out here.
Yes. What the? Nothing.
Looks tight, but I can squeeze through.
Okay. A room? What the?
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Come on, this time let me in.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobak. Please step inside.
What? Go on, Neo, do it. Go in. Please don't leave us in bloody suspense. I want to know. Faro Automated Solutions bunker discovered.
Dr. Sobek, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Faro. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
I am super confused myself, actually. Yeah, been on these. Whoa! Okay, so I'm not going. Before I leave. Oof. That way. I'm going this way. Like I shouldn't. What if the voice we're hearing that's trying to help Aloy succeed? But what if that is the voice of Mr. Faro? He uploaded his consciousness, maybe, into the system, and basically that was it. Oh, hello. Entangled waveforms. Oh, that's not where I want to go. First one of these in a long time.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded, so that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections.
Maybe.
I need a way to reassert control over the Hearts Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
Hearts Timor swarm. Corruption. It's got to be corruption. The corruption has to be the Hearts Timor swarm. Takes over anything that's AI. It's got to be it. Hearts Timor swarm. That's got to be.
I'd have to ditch something.
That's fine. It's only a ritual. It's fine. What? So, went in there. I've been back there. This door apparently doesn't want to open. So I found one piece of information. Nothing close by apparently. So. Nope. Okay. Alright, let's go and refill all ammunition. I didn't think I'd be using a lot of it. Okay, I love this thing. That was blinding. Nope, not going there. Okay, so nobody was here. Unlike the other building we found, or the other ruin. These are like banks. Data banks.
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe. So
yeah.
they made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
Yeah. Sorry, Bridget.
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe.
Thank you. Reception log.
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today.
Is there another one? Reception. Ah, there we are. I was looking at that one. Reception log, July 7, 2064. 9:54 AM. Field Commandant Deng of the Indo-Malay Agricultural Combine arrived with his delegation. Refreshments to be served before the 10:15 AM sales presentation on the Chariot Line. Per instructions, food will be vegetarian only. 10:07 AM. Sanda Anu. I don't know that name. Anu. I know that name from somewhere. Vice President of Territorial Integrity from Fresh Grounds Coffee Global arrived with his entourage. Refreshments to be served before their 10:30 AM sales presentation. On the Chariot Line. Per instructions, we'll use fresh grounds to coma blend. No artificial creamers. Only pure creamers. That sounded wrong, sorry. 10:12 AM. So that happened. Called security and janitorial to clean up the coffee that was spilled. Actually, more like thrown. I wasn't aware that the Indo-Malay Combine grows coffee beans and that Fresh Grounds acquisition team has tried to take their fields by force repeatedly. I think Commandant Deng had Anu by the hair for a second there. Who schedules these things? I'm going to drop a line to sales. This can't happen again. So they had a bit of a tiff, did they? Please tell me that was not what started the war. Oof. Anything else there, I think?
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your focus. They'll help you understand.
Oh boy, just keep them coming. Unknown voice. Is that all? Oh boy, they're just coming thick and fast now. What do we got? Oh, no. Okay, Elizabeth Solbeck. Born March 11, 2020. That's this year. Is an American scientist, roboticist, and engineer. Widely regarded as one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. Born and raised outside Carson City, Nevada, she enrolled at Stanford University at age 13. Wow. She was kind of sounds like a kind of Einstein kind of person. And a BS in experimental physics and computer science at age 16. She completed her PhD in robotics and artificial intelligence design at Carnegie Mellon University in 2014 and joined Faro Automated Solutions as a junior scientist the same year, rising quickly to chief scientist at the age of 22. Over the next 8 years, her green robot designs played a vital role in realising the environmental cleanup and detoxification efforts of the clawback decade, propelling FAS to the forefront of its field. In 2048, she suddenly resigned from FAS, protesting the company's pivot to automated military technologies. I can understand why. In 2049, she founded Miriam Technologies, a firm devoted to life-positive robotics and other technologies. Miriam has since become one of the world's greatest suppliers of green robots, winning numerous awards and accolades, including the 2053 Nobel Prize for Physics and the 2056 Rachel Carson Award for Environmental Progress. What if she made the ones like the Tramplers, the Striders, and stuff like that? What if she made the designs for them? And FAS made the ones like the dinosaur types, the Dunderjaw, the Stormbird, the Watchers and stuff like that. What if they made them, but they all got melded together somehow into one AI group? Maybe. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I don't know. Ted Faro. Theodore Ted Faro, born December 24, 2013. He's a young'un. He's an American entrepreneur and business magnate. He is the founder of Faro Automated Solutions, FAS, the largest corporation of all time, the world's wealthiest individual, and the first ever trillionaire. Born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, he enrolled at the University of California, Los Angeles, where he studied business for 2 years before dropping out in 2033 to start FAS. What? He dropped out? Idiot. Though it struggled at first, the company broke through at the end of the troubled 2030s with its popular lines of personal services and bodyguard bots. See, that's where I think it came from. Bodyguard bots. They turned their AI went into maybe robots or something. They exploded when its famous line of green robots led the race to solve the climate crisis during the 2040s clawback. At the end of the decade, FAS opened a military defense branch, dominating the world market for automated military platforms by 2053. The success of FAS has made Mr. Faro, the world's best-known businessman, one of its most sought-after speakers, and a major voice in politics, culture, and international affairs. Okay. It's all coming together now. FAS. Faro Automated Solutions. FAS is an American multinational corporate entity that produces robots for all walks of life, though its core business consists of military and defense contracts. There we go. As of 2063, FAS has ranked number 1 among the Fortune 5 by gross revenue and profit for 10 years in a row, a world record founded in 2033 by Theodore Ted Faro, an entrepreneur from Salt Lake City, Utah. The company developed several promising robot prototypes. In its early years, the company developed several promising robot prototypes in its early years, but failed to break into markets dominated by then industry giants like General Synthetics and Recoil. This changed in 2038 with the debut of the Alfred line of levitating personal servitors, which generated exceptional sales, lifting the company onto the Fortune 50 for the first time. Profits tripled in the 2040s as the company's environmental efforts, led by famed engineer Elizabeth Sobeck, catapulted FAS to the head of that sector. In 2049, in the wake of successful green and climate cleanup efforts around the globe, worldwide approval ratings of FAS exceeded 90%, and founder Ted Faro was hailed across media and social networks as the man who saved the world. Yet it was the emergence of FAS as a military contractor in the late 2040s that cemented its status as the world's wealthiest corporation, with a record market capitalization of over $23 trillion. By 2055, FAS controls 61% of the market share for automated military platforms, holding contracts with 353 nations, trans-governmental organizations and corporate entities. Today's holdings exceed the second largest corporation, FB Mobihal Global, by 321%. But it still doesn't tell me what actually happened to the end of the world. Corporation noun. Corporation. What? Really? An association of individuals created under authority of law having existence, powers and liabilities distinct from those of its members. In a business sense, a corporation is usually owned by shareholders through the sale or distribution of stock, who profit from such ownership, vote at designated times for its governance, and designate executives who run its affairs. Most corporations engage in one or more industries to produce goods or offer services for profit, and may in turn own other corporations, companies, or property as holdings. I think I've read them all now. Anything there? Nope. That door is closed. Okay, so we're going there. In here, apparently. There. Alright.
Now I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me, we will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines, but then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons? Why?
That is a very, very damn good question, because I don't even understand. I'm still at a loss. Oh, the hell I'm missing? I mean, this is the first bunker we've actually been in since the beginning of our adventure. Oh, hello. Supplies! Oh, wires. Oh, nice. Oh, we're full now. The wires are coming back up to capacity, so we're doing quite well. I don't think there's anything here.
The air. There's no smell to it, not even Old Death. Nothing natural.
I don't like that. So we're going that way. What's over here? Oh, hello. Should I go down there? I mean, what would that do if I triggered this snap? I know my objective is back up there, but... am I supposed to even be down here? Supply crate. What can I take? The blaze, the metal spark as well. That, I'm sorry, but it's unacceptable. Oh, they cost 10. I don't really need that, so all this stuff. Don't think I really need that many watcher lenses, so
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Yes, what did I just pick up? I bet you I just picked up that Ridgewood, didn't I? Okay. So there wasn't really much anything down there anyway, so...
Another cave-in. But I could get through.
Yeah. Regarding complaint. What have we got? J. King to reception, subject regarding the complaint. Hey reception, if that is your real name. Want to know who scheduled Indo-Malay right next to Fresh Grounds? That would be me, Senior VP of Sales. Want to know why? After that little hair-pulling incident, both sides increased their bids by 40%. I'll explain. Because your receptionist level brain probably requires it. Those two sides are fighting. And what do we sell? That's right, combat machines. We want them to hate each other. So they will try to fight each other with what? That's right, again, combat machines, which they will pay us a lot of money for. So I suggest you go back to serving coffee with a blank smile and let me do my much more complicated job. Thanks a bunch, Mr. Friedking, to you. Oh, really, I just want to punch this guy right in the bloody schnozer. I really do just want to punch that guy in the schnozer. That was a long time ago. That kind of guy really, really annoys me. Well, that's just prime. Typical.
Looks like I can climb here.
Yep, nice climb. There. Over there, alright, so it's just if I don't fall down anymore.
Full already.
That's alright, Ridgewood I can leave behind. So, wait a minute. Nope.
I'll bet I can use that as a ramp to get back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go all the way back through. Because I, like an idiot, just decided I'm gonna fall down. It's fine, I can figure a way through. To fall down here. Oh, hello. Oh, no, that was not what I wanted. That's way. There we go. There we go. Now we're making progress. There we go. And up it.
Made it.
Please tell me I'm not going to have to fight anything. What is that? And should I be worried? Okay, an office.
Got too much already.
Sorry, it's only Ridgewood. Spiritual Summit. Where do we go? From Ted Faro to Paula Vasara. Spiritual Summit. Paula, recent events have sharpened my perspective, and I think that I and FAS in general have been neglecting the spiritual side of things. Not under any specific religious framework, of course, but in a more general sense, as in not giving enough thought to our shared values, hopes and aspirations for the afterlife. I'd like you to reach out to religious leaders of every stripe with the intention of scheduling a conference soon, very soon. I'll have more thoughts about the agenda later, but for now, let's put out some feelers and see if we can lock something in. Make it a big tent, no kooks, but anyone with a credible audience. Let's go deluxe, make it clear we'll spare no expense. All in, spare no expense. I can hear Richard Hammond here. Thanks, Ted. This is a treasure trove. What's this one? Another supply chest. And just Ridgewood, I can live without that. Thank you. Campus log, FAS campus log. There you go. FAS campus security log, high priority alert, automated log note, all non-essential systems have entered hibernation. High priority alert, automated log note, full lockdown has been initiated. High priority alert, due to the increasing frequency of violent protests targeting the campus, the security of SAS employees can no longer be guaranteed. Therefore, we have taken the difficult decision to shutter this facility indefinitely. Staff will be briefed on a block-by-block basis regarding proper procedure for archiving and/or disposal of project-related data and materials. HiSec and a crisis team will now conduct exit review before all areas are locked down. What? High priority alert. Priority messaging to all staff in E and F blocks. Treat the current lockdown situation as an exercise, but do not attempt to release the hatches or otherwise exit the buildings. High priority alert again. A reminder that while HiSec personnel remain committed to employee safety during the current unfortunate events, personal firearms must be relinquished when presenting for identity scan. Alert again. Additional public access roads en route to the campus have now been closed to relieve waiting time at the outer security cordons. HiSec reminds all staff that the campus remains off limits to the public. Still on high priority alert, following recent campus security NCOs, all staff are reminded that presenting for identity scan and displaying your security badge prominently at all times for image analytics are both mandatory. Well, I expect that. In light of recent acts of terrorism directed at the rapid transit system, HiSec now offers a Big Brother initiative to accompany staff travelling from off-site. Sign up is required and strongly encouraged. 48 more entries in high priority, additional entries corrupted.
So people were angry at Faro, at the corporation.
Yeah.
They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
Yeah. If I go down here yet. If I go in now, what's that going to do?
It looks like the way up. What's left of it.
Okay, so that's the way up to the next floor. So we're going to go in here. So it's that hollow projector. I'll get that going in a minute. Let's have a look around the desks, see if there's anything here. Not not seeing anything unless I'm missing something. Okay. Let's see what the holo projector's got.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance, it boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions, from 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of Allied chariot line models, and you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor. Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
I was just about to say the same thing. So... it's not called the Corruptor, it's just that's its nickname. It's called the Scarab, the ACA-3. And it's the top of the line Scout automaton. Are these all going to show the same?
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
That's the problem. I had to think what this one's going to say.
The FSP-5 Kopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Kopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
So, we've seen 2 out of 3 of the combat variants. We've seen the Corruptor, aka Scarab. We've seen the Deathbringer, aka Kopesh. We have not seen the Horus, unless that's the thing on the mountain above Mother's cradle, on the Mother's settlements, above the proving ground. Because if that's what was still, there may be an AI still out there running something similar. And that's what I got a feeling we're up against.